Venezuela.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Hola. Welcome to the King Mula TV podcast. Hola. Bienvenido al podcast de Hugo, de podcast de King Mula TV.
Hola. Bienvenido al podcast de King Mula TV.
Hola, bienvenido al podcast de King Mula TV.
TV. I like that. Hola. Bienvenido al podcast de King Mula TV. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, y'all. My name is King. It's the King Mula TV podcast. All right. You're now joining. Welcome. However you're listening to me, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or anywhere else like Good Pods or any other places that have podcasts like Podbean. I think it's called Podbean. Yeah. Anywhere that you get your podcast, welcome y'all. Today's topic is about, I know if you didn't hear it in the intro, I'm gonna tell you it's about, excuse me, I just had a bit of, not really a burp, but it's, air coming out. So yeah, this is the continuing series of The World is on Fire. The first one, you can go check that out. It's about Haiti. I talk about some history there and, what's going on with them over there. Shout out to them. This time it's going to be about Venezuela. Okay? Venezuela has its share of problems as well. I recently supported something, I think it was an election or a post on Instagram where I shared it because I have a Venezuelan friend who was sharing something about it, so I decided to support because because that's what I do. I support like oppressed people all over the world and stuff like that. I want them to gain the freedom, the independence, and the justice and equality that they're looking for all over the world. So yeah, she's a good friend of mine, so I asked her like more details about it, and she hit me back up and told me what was really going on. And now that led me to research further on like what it was. And I've been seeing, cause I didn't want to just look at an article and just be like, okay, because I wanted to get the information from somebody who knows personally, because somebody who's personally connected to it, who's got family, and just not some. I don't want state media or anything like that. I don't want state-run media, no news articles or nothing like that, because I don't have a problem reading it, but I don't want to leave out the side of the oppressed. I want to make sure their side especially gets heard the loudest, because a lot of censoring from government, corrupt governments, and all this type of thing. So I think I still have the article. I'm gonna read off that, and then I'm gonna read what she told me, and I'm gonna see if they see where I can compare them or where I can contrast them as well. And yeah, we'll just go from there. So, but before that, let me see. Um, no, I'm gonna just start with. I'm not even gonna do the brief history because I don't even know the history. I didn't do that much research. Okay, but I wanted to say Haiti and Venezuela, they got a good relationship. Also, Haiti and a lot of the other Latin countries are supposed to, excluding the Dominican Republic, because we got our little tussles and stuff like that, challenges with them. But Haiti and Venezuela have a good relationship, as far as I've seen. We have shared history. We're like brothers and sisters in arms when it comes to oppression. And Haiti, with a lot of other Latin countries, Haiti helped a lot of Latin countries gain their freedom. That's why a lot of the Latin. Okay, that is going to be a brief history as well. Haiti has helped many Latin countries be free. That's why a lot of the Latin flags have the Haiti's two colors, red and blue, as part of their flag to show their solidarity between us and all that. So, I think it's very important that people should know that and really look up the history, and really look into that, because it's a very powerful thing when you see the solidarity between two countries, and they fighting the oppressors and these huge power systems and kicking them out and gaining their freedom and gaining their independence. Although there's still some challenges ahead today, especially back then, besides 200 or 100 years ago, there's still some challenges that they face, but I really do feel like they're going to overcome. So with Venezuela, I'd see. Let me go to the article now. If I can see it. It's weird. Let me see if I can find it via. Can I search for it? Let me go to Venezuela. Okay. So apparently, I don't know what happened to that article. That's probably the thing that I didn't even pay attention to, that I must have took off. But okay, here's this from AP News. Venezuela's ultimate political survivor, Nicolas Maduro, faces his toughest challenge yet. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro is facing more international rebuke than at any time in his 12 years of power. The self-declared socialist is widely believed to have lost last year's election by a landslide. That sparked criticism by the United States and others that the vote was stolen and forced Maduro to turn to security forces to repress and arrest opponents. Now he's set to be sworn in for a third term Friday, and the time this article was January 8th, 2025, so about 2 weeks ago. Even as the opposition challenger who claims to have won is vowing to return from exile by then. Maduro seems to have thrived on confidence since the late Hugo Chavez passed the torch of his Bolivarian revolution to his loyal aide in 2012. The challenges have ranged from a drone attack and mass protests over the collapse of the oil-rich economy to an international criminal investigation for human rights abuses and a $15 million U.S. bounty tied to allegations of drug trafficking. The history of Latin America is full of strongmen who rode out disputed elections only to find themselves ousted in short order, from Chilean dictator Augusto Pinochet's attempt to tamper with votes in a 1988 referendum to a Peruvian leader, Alberto Fujimori, constitutionally barred third term in 2000. Ahead is Maduro's toughest challenge yet, one that will determine the future of Venezuela's already debilitated democracy. Okay, so just by that, there's that. Now let me get now it's just talking about other stuff. But that's pretty much the summary of what that is. Now let me tell you what my friend said about I'm going to get the real perspective on the ground. Here we go. Okay. She said, the elections happened when I was posting about it, and Nicolas Maduro won back in July and is entering his third term now. It's electoral fraud. He didn't win. He stole the votes per usual, and he has the military. It's been a dictatorship for even longer when Chavez was in office. We are just tired of it. It's not a livable country. No food, medicine, jobs, cost of living is insane. I have family there. So we protest and hope to one day take the country back. I hope that helps. I can go more in depth later on. Ooh, yeah, so. Now, to compare those two, she said that he didn't win, he stole the votes per usual, and he had the military. In the article, it says that sparked criticism. No, let me read this whole paragraph. The self-declared socialist is widely believed to have lost last year's election by a landslide that sparked criticism by the United States and others that the vote was stolen and forced Maduro to turn to security forces, aka the military, to repress and arrest opponents. Now, he's set to be sworn in for a third term Friday, even as the opposition challenger who claims to have won is vowing to return from exile by then. Now, the other political opponent, I do remember this. They were exiled. I forgot what they were exiled for, but they were exiled, and they're still able to run for president. So it's very interesting to see. But what she said, its cost of living is insane. Don't we know it? Don't we know it? We know that. No food, no medicine. It's not a livable country. No jobs. And it's a dictatorship. And it seems like what's Trump trying to do? Trying to have his way on, and only his way. All right, y'all. I found the article that I originally had. Wasn't on my phone where I thought it was. It was actually on my laptop. So let me just give you the title, read through some of it, and then I'm gonna continue on with what I'm saying. So yeah, all right. It's from MSN, and it says Venezuelan opposition leader urges supporters to demonstrate to force Maduro to leave office. Now, this is an MSN website. If you really want to type it in, you can type in what I just said. That's the title of it. Or you can, or you can type in Venezuela doubles down on intention to arrest opposition leader who claims he defeated Maduro. That also works, and it should be MSN or something very similar to it to get you to get you a little bit more in depth. Because the other one that I got from Associated Press, it wasn't really in depth. It was kind of like a quick summary-ish. This is what I really read, and this actually tells of who's the opposition leader and a bit more details. So it says Venezuelan. Oh, this is also from Associated Press, but MSN is the one I'm pulling it from is from MSN, so they're pulling it from Associated Press. All right. Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado on Sunday, and this is 3 weeks ago. This article was made. On Sunday, urged supporters to demonstrate across the country, saying in a video message that President Nicolas Maduro will not step down on his own, and they must make him leave. Machado instructed supporters to demonstrate Thursday, the day before Venezuela's next presidential term is set to begin. Her message came hours after the government again made clear its intention to arrest retired diplomat Edmundo Gonzalez, who claims to have defeated Maduro in last year's election. Maduro is not going to leave on his own. We must make him leave with the strength of a population that never gives up, Machado said in a social media video. Go outside, shout, fight. It is time to stand firm and make them understand that this is as far as they go, that this is over. Machado, who has been hiding for months at an undisclosed location to avoid arrest, told supporters that she will be with them Thursday. Hours earlier, without mentioning Gonzalez's name, National Assembly leader George Rodriguez says the unicameral body would request the immediate arrest of the retired diplomat should he step on Venezuelan soil. The threat followed the government's recent announcement of a $100,000 reward for information on Gonzalez's whereabouts. Gonzalez left Venezuela for exile in Spain in September after a judge issued a warrant for his arrest in connection with an election-related investigation. In recent weeks, he has vowed to travel to Venezuela to be sworn in for the presidential term, which by law must begin January 10th, but he has not explained how he plans to return or wrest power from Maduro, whose party controls all institutions and the military. Okay, I'm not going to go even further than that. But yeah, that is the gist. That the opposition leader, also the activists are telling the people to stand firm, stand strong, and to fight for what is right, and to fight, to make the diplomatic process more fair and not have corrupt individuals in government who have all the power with the military and the security and all the infrastructure to take control. Because remember, the country is nothing without its people. So the people must fight. So that's what the article is saying. I just wanted to add that just to give a little more in depth. And afterwards, you could talk about how to support. But yeah, it is insane what's going on over there. My heart goes to them. It's a lot. And she hasn't even finished telling me everything, but, I just wanted to highlight this because I think it is important that we highlight what's going on in the world. It's not only about the USA. It's not only, I live here, obviously, so primarily that's what I'm going to talk about. But when it comes to location and living in the economy and stuff like that, obviously, US is going to be first because that's where I live. I don't know anybody else's living situation. Well, most countries I don't know exactly. I don't have that much insight on it. I can get information from other people who live all around the world because I know people around the world. But yeah, but it's a dire situation. My heart goes out to the Venezuelans having to deal with dictators and a terrible economy. I really hope that they rise up and, fight back, fight for their freedom and fight for a livable country where they can actually do what they need to do, survive, live beyond surviving, live and be able to, join, to be sustainable again, to be sustainable. And yeah, I just really hope that they get that situated. How do you support? Obviously, I think there should be. Let me see. I'm gonna go off of what I would usually do. If I was supporting like a local group, I'd go to the families that need it. You can talk to anybody who is Venezuelan who actually cares about what's going on in Venezuela, and you can probably ask them. That would be one way to do it. Another way to do it is to look up local groups that cover Venezuelan news and how you donate, or if you want to do something. If you want to spread the word, if you want to give awareness to other people who don't know what's going on, you can do that through social media means. You can do that through social media by posting about it, sharing stories about it, sharing pages that are that go in depth with the news around Venezuela, and you can see you can probably talk to the people who run the pages and see if they know any local places where you can donate, if you want to donate, or any other ways that you can support and get the message out and get the word out. I think that's what I would say. But I'm gonna give. Let me look at an article, see if I can get some good info on here. I don't know, because going on the internet and just trying to type in some general like donate to these people, they're turned into. I don't really trust it for real, because like I said, it's better that you talk to people who are actually there, or people who have family there, and then you can get the actual local organizations that are actually helping the people, besides all the bigger companies out there, like one probably going through the USA, and their companies that claim that they're helping them. Yeah, I got more on that later, but the UN Refugee Agency, I don't know. Venezuela International Rescue Committee, IRC, I don't know. See, I don't know. See, I would like to say search it up and do that, but I much more rather you find find pages on Venezuelan pages that cover this stuff, and ask them to see if you can talk to any local groups and stuff like that. Because trying to do it through the big donation places, not the thing to do. I suggest you go straight to the sources, because a lot of money can get mismanaged, misplaced, and especially with those big old companies, those big old nonprofits. So they claim that they are helping, and you know that once you donate, you don't know what they're gonna do with it, because they can say that they're gonna do something with it and do something completely different. The big organizations. Now, when you go to the local organizations, they're actually helping. So, yeah, that would be my thing to say, how you support the Venezuelan people who are going through these tough times in the dictatorship and everything like that. You know, you do what you can do to help. The next one, it's gonna be a big one too. It's gonna be a real big one. I already know what it is. You'll know when I get there. I'm not gonna do it today though. But yeah, I wanted to highlight the struggles of the Venezuelan people with their economy, and the situation that they got going on surrounding their elections that happened last year. So yeah, I wanted to bring awareness to that and have people understand that the country is a bit unstable. There's a lot of countries that are unstable due to corrupt politicians, corrupt government officials, corrupt all government agencies and all that, and military corruption and all that. From top to bottom, these guys are corrupt. Okay? So, do what you can to help. I'm not saying you break your back for them, but do what you can to help. If you ain't got no money right now, support. Just support by sharing. That does so much by sharing this information. Sharing the information to your social medias, to your friends and family, around the neighborhood. If you're really passionate about something, you can find ways to share it, low cost or free. Okay? So, with that being said, y'all drink some water. It's always good to drink water. Always good to hydrate yourself. Get some sunlight. I seen the sun today. It's beautiful. Clear sky. It was a high of 70 degrees in the afternoon. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. Beautiful day. So if you don't have no sunlight, take your vitamin D, dietary supplements, or whatever that you can do to get some nutrients in your body. And also be kind to people. Does not take any money. It is free. Kindness is free. You don't know what people are going through. And with these episodes that I like to highlight, the struggles of the people that are being oppressed all over the world, I need y'all to really just be kinder to the people who are working 9 to 5s or just trying to make it through, trying to make it day by day, just like us, to be kinder to them. Okay, they're not the ones that cause this type of chaos in the world. They're not the ones who are trying to keep the chaos going on in the world. So feed, if you got anything negative or anything that's bothering you and you feel like you need to share, don't share it to the people that are just trying to move through life peacefully, or just not or just have to deal with a lot of the things that these corrupt government officials, corporations continue to bring about of this world. So yeah, so like I said, just do not put it on them. Just give it to where it needs to be given to. You can write it down or journal it, or give it to those corporations. Okay, you can always do that. All right. With that being said, I'm King. It's the King Mullah TV podcast, y'all. I'm out of here. Support Venezuela.